Apollon Nutrition's multivitamin. Doing a review here today, guys, because in my opinion, this is probably the best multivitamin on the market. And I'll tell you why. For one, it's got 6 capsules for the dosage. Usually, that means that there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a lot of active ingredients. Not always, but this is not a fairy dusting of vitamins. This is one of, if not the most potently dosed multivitamin out there on the market. So it's got pretty much everything you need from a vitamin and a mineral standpoint. We obviously want to be optimizing your diet with food. It's really tough to do that. So that's where this comes in. This is going to help keep your head above water. It's a safety net if you're traveling, if your diet is off during certain points of the year. This is going to get you on track. I have no ties with this company. I just buy it and I recommend it because, like I mentioned, it's probably the best one on the market. And why I think that is, outside of just having pretty much everything you would need that's hard to get from your diet, from a vitamin and a mineral standpoint, the amounts, dosage-wise, and the forms of these vitamins are super good. For example, every single form of the B vitamins is in activated forms. So about 40% of people have a mutation with methylation, meaning they've got a hard time converting B vitamins to activated forms in their body and then using that. B vitamins impact everything from your hormones, your brain, your cognition, and your energy levels. They've actually tied people with methylation issues to anxiety, maybe even depressive issues. We're not going to get into that right now. But having those activated forms where your body doesn't have to take it, activate it, and then use it is going to make it way more effective. A lot of times you get what you pay for when it comes to multivitamins. That is why I am pretty picky, is because if you're just going to Walmart, you're getting the cheapest multivitamin, they're not in those active forms. So your body then has to convert it to then use. Well, if you've got an issue with that conversion process, you're just pissing away your money. So kind of top to bottom, we have got higher than normal amounts of vitamin D3. So 2,000 IUs, which for the average person is probably what you need. Vitamin D3 is something that you want to look at from blood work. Some people, 2,000 is going to be fine. You're probably safe up to about 5,000 every single day. Beyond that, you'd want to get it checked out because some people might need 10,000 to 20,000 IUs. Again, this is just for educational purposes, guys. Always consult with your health practitioner. This is not medical advice in any way, shape, or form. I'm just giving you guys my experience and breaking the supplement down. It also has vitamin K2. What you will find is that a lot of multivitamins have vitamin D, but it doesn't have vitamin K. You want to be taking those things together. Reason being, vitamin D at higher levels in your body, how it translates on blood work, can calcify in your arteries. So you want to make sure you've got vitamin K2. That is going to stop that calcification process from happening. Most of us do not get enough vitamin K2 from leafy green vegetables in our diet, so probably supplementing with it is a win. And if you're supplementing with vitamin D3, you want to have them together anyway. You have vitamin E with mixed tocopherols, which is awesome. It's got almost 2,000% of your daily intake, which is good. Again, all the activated forms of your B vitamins. So riboflavin, 5-sodium phosphate, that's the activated form of that. Vitamin B6, it's got pyridoxal 5-phosphate. We have methylcobalamin. So it's got some trademarked forms of these vitamins in there. The cool thing too, once we get down to magnesium, most multivitamins just have a fairy dusting of magnesium. And they've shown that you want to be getting at a minimum around 400 milligrams of magnesium per day, both from your diet and from supplementation. And this has 300 milligrams of magnesium. Most multivitamins, again, 25, 50, maybe it's kind of just a fairy dusting. You could honestly get away with not taking a separate magnesium supplement if you're taking this Apollon Multi. So that is a cool thing. It's in a good form with dimagnesium malate, so that's a very absorbable form of it. It's got a high amount of zinc and selenium and copper, things that are tough to get in from your diet. Those all support hormones. It's got a big dosage of chromium. So if you're somebody that has insulin sensitivity issues, your insulin resistance, I look at a lot of blood work. I evaluate these things quite frequently. A lot of people, even in shape, have insulin resistance. And so that's a big problem with metabolic health. It's something that starts going down as we get older. Chromium is something that can help with that. Again, it's in a great form in this multivitamin. Once we get to the end, though, this is kind of where the magic happens. There's an entire section from this line down of things just targeted at stress management, organ health, and cognitive health, as well as like cellular health, which is pretty cool. Like, this is almost a complete supplement in and of itself just from that standpoint. So ashwagandha, it's a pretty hot topic in the marketplace right now. This has got the trademarked form of KSM ashwagandha, KSM 66, at 600 milligrams. That is higher than most ashwagandha supplements by themselves, and this has 600 milligrams of that. We've got turmeric, which is going to be great for inflammation, cognitive health. It's got CoQ10 in the activated form of CoQ10. That's going to be good for your brain health, your heart health, and cellular health, so your cells. Something you'll find, and this is a hot topic right now in the fitness industry, your cells are responsible for everything. Exercise, energy, all of the above. So if you're supporting mitochondrial and cellular health, you're going to improve everything. Your hormones, your function, your health, anti-aging. So CoQ10 definitely helps with that. You know, we can go down through all of these, but some other big players, PQQ, another mitochondrial player that's going to help with cellular health and energy. So you'll probably notice some cognitive aspects of that. It's going to help with endurance during exercise. Mitoprime, which is going to, again, be targeting some cellular health. So there's a lot of things in here outside of just the vitamins and minerals. They're dosed in activated forms at really high dosages. And the cool thing with this is that it retails at $49.99. It's pretty expensive. But with how high this is dosed, if you're somebody that's smaller, if you don't weigh as much, and you might not need the dosing that this is at 6 capsules, you could probably get away with making this a 2-month supply and dosing this at 3 capsules instead of 6 and still getting some great benefits. So when you break that down, that turns into a $25 per month supplement. So at the end of the day, most of the diets that we look at are severely underdosed when it comes to micronutrients. So if you want better energy, better sleep, better cognition, you probably need to optimize your vitamins and minerals. So this is just a good way to do it. It's good while you're traveling. It's good to get some of those things that are hard to get in from your diet. It's got my stamp of approval. Again, I don't have any ties to this company, but it is probably the best on the marketplace. I would recommend giving Apollon a try.